Good morning, boys and girls. How are you doing this morning? I hope you had a wonderful week. And as we come upon another week, I'm hoping that you'll have an even greater week. Now, before we begin, this is a new school week. But before we begin, I just want to remind you that God made you very special. You are special to Him because you are His little children and He loves you very much. So I'll sing this song for you, then we will pray and begin our lesson. God made you special. God made you special, for there's no other who's just like you. Special you are. So remember, boys and girls, you are very special. You are lovely in God's eyes, and He loves you very much. Father, we thank you for today. We thank you for your love, your grace, and your mercy. Thank you for your little children, whom you love with an everlasting love that cannot be compared. Lord, I pray that you will help them to recognize, to understand that you made them special. When you made them, you said that it was very good, and they are special in your eyes, and you love them so much that you don't want anything to happen to them. But you also want them to come to understand that they too need to love you, and they too need to worship you, O Lord, and to understand that you alone can protect them in the way that they need protection. Lord, I pray that you will have full control of this week. Help them to be good little boys and girls, to listen to mommy and daddy, or whoever is their guardian. And Lord, I pray that you'll help them to be eager to learn and also be eager to share. Be magnified, O Lord, and have your way as I tell you thanks. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, boys and girls, so as we move into the lesson, can you remind me of what yesterday was? If you said yesterday was Sunday, then you are correct. So that would mean that today is Monday, and Monday is the beginning of the school week. Monday. And we are also in the month of June. So we're in the month of June, and I forgot to mark these out, but let me mark them out so that we can get to the correct date. So if yesterday was Sunday and we are in the month of June, and yesterday Sunday was the 14th, that would make today Monday. And what number follows 14? 15. So today is Monday the 15th of which month? June. And we are in the year of 2020. 2020. So today is Monday, June 15, 2020. So as I look outside, I can see that I'm not having a very sunny day. There are clouds in the sky and it's very overcast. But the sun does peek through a little bit at times. So today I'll say that I'm having a cloudy day. Can you look outside and tell me what you're seeing? What is the weather like for you? Is it sunny? Is it cloudy? Is it rainy? Now, I know we don't have snow here, so it definitely wouldn't be snowy. But is the wind blowing hard? That would mean that it is a very windy day. So just look outside and tell me what you're seeing, and then you can ponder and see whether or not it is a sunny day, a cloudy day, a rainy day, or a windy day. Have you decided? Great. So now we're moving straight into our lesson. And before we begin our lesson, I want to point your attention to something very important. So this will help us to introduce our lesson, and hopefully you will be able to identify these structures. So, can you recognize what this is? If you said this is a star, then you are correct. Now, can you recognize what this is? If you said a fish, then you're also correct. Now, what if I put these two together, a star and a fish? A star, S-T-A-R, and a fish together, I would get, what is this? This is something that lives in this sea. It has some pointy things on it, and it looks like a star. It is shaped like a star, and we call that a starfish. A starfish. So let's go back to this. We have a star, we have a fish, and if we put them together, star and fish, we get a starfish. But look at this. Can we put a real star and a real fish together to get a starfish? No. So this is a star, and by itself it is a star. This is a fish, by itself it is a fish. Now, starfish has star and fish in it. Star and fish in it. So when we break them up, we get two different words, two different meanings, but when the two words come together, it's a whole different meaning and a whole different object. So now we're going to go into what we're actually learning today, which is compound words. That is compound words. Now, boys and girls, I want you to go ahead and write this word down in your books. Go ahead and do that for me, okay? So now, let's get into the meaning of compound words. What is a compound word? A compound word is formed when two or more words come together to form a new word with a different meaning. A compound word is formed when two or more words come together to form a new word with a different meaning. So if we go back to this example, a star by itself is a star. A fish by itself is a fish. If you put these two words together, you get a different meaning. Starfish, which is a creature, an animal that lives in the sea, is shaped like a star, has little pointy tentacles, and it is usually found on the bottom of the sea in the sand. So it's a different meaning from a fish by itself or a star by itself. So go back to the meaning. A compound word is formed when two or more words come together to form a new word with a different meaning. Great. So let's get into some examples, and please go ahead, boys and girls, and try to say them with me, okay? So our first one is rain. So we know what the rain looks like. Some droplets like this. Rain. Rain, and we can draw the clouds to show the rain coming down. What about a bow? So a bow, like a bow that you tie in your hair, or what boys wear with a suit shirt. This is a bow, right? Now if we put these two together, rain and bow, do we get a rain with a bow in it? No, what we get is the rainbow with its many colors. Now I only have one color, but you get the meaning of what I'm saying. So a rainbow which has many colors, the many colors of the color scheme. Right, guys? Great. So what about this one? Butterfly. Butter. So butter can be like the butter that mommy uses to cook. A fly can be like those pesky little insects that we don't like, flies that loves to fly around and buzz, right? Or it can be seeing something flying, or it can be that we're buttering our bread as well, so to butter. But when you put them together, you get the animal, which is or the insect, which is a butterfly. Butterfly. So butter by itself, fly by itself, together it becomes butterfly. Butterfly. Okay, next one. What about a cup? A cup is something that we drink from. Cake is something that we eat. You usually have it at a birthday party or any other party that you may have, like a wedding. Right, guys? Yes. So if you put cup and cake together, you get cupcake. Now, cupcake is like cake, but it's those small little round pastries that we eat, and they are usually in a cupish cup type of way. But it's totally different from cake, and it's totally different from cup. Now, next one. Lady bug. Lady. You know, girls, we can say that you're a lady. Like I'm a lady. And then you have bug. Bug. So bugs are pesky creatures as well. Those pesky little insects that we don't like buzzing around or pitching on us or crawling on us. We usually start to scream when we see them. But if you put them together, lady and bug, you get a ladybug. And what is a ladybug? A ladybug is that little insect that it's red and it has those little dark spots and it looks so pretty. We like seeing ladybugs, right? Yes, we do. All right, next word. Cow. Cow. So cow is an animal that we see that eats grass, and it's very big, and we're usually afraid of them as well. And boy. Now boys, a boy is like you. Boy, so we would have boy and girl, but this is a boy. So if you're a boy, point on yourself and say, I am a boy. Great. Now if you put them together, there's a totally different meaning. A cowboy is usually someone who lives on a ranch or a big farm and has horses, rides horses, takes care of animals, and also builds some great fences around his ranch. Okay, guys? So, cow plus boy is cowboy. Apart, there is a totally different meaning. Now, here's a few that you definitely should know. School. School. I know you guys must be missing school. So, school is the building where you go to learn. A bag, it can be any bag, it can be a handbag, it can be just a simple bag, but when you put it together, we know that a school bag is made for the purpose of you taking things in it for school. So you usually have your school books, your pencils, your crayons, your Play-Doh, and all of those learning materials in your school bag. School bag. What about this one? Hand. This is my hand. Can you see my hand? Yes. And bag again. So it can be any bag, but when you put them together, handbag is what a lady wears on her side and usually has her personal belongings in them. So it houses her purse, her keys, maybe a mirror, maybe some makeup. Right, guys? Great. So now that we've looked at these words, and we know that compound words are two or more words that we put together to give you a new word with a different meaning, why don't we look at some words that have already been joined and see if we can separate them? So here I have shoelace. Shoelace. Now, what two words are you hearing? If you said you heard shoe, you are correct. If you also heard lace, then you are correct. So shoe and lace go together to give you shoelace. What about bathtub? What two words are you hearing? If you said bath and tub, then you are correct. Now look at this one. Jellyfish. Jellyfish. What two words are you hearing? If you said jelly and fish, then you are correct. Now look at this very interesting one. I know some of you want to become firemen. Now this word is fireman. Fireman. What two words are you seeing here? What two words can you sound out? What two words can stand on their own? If you said fire and man, then you are definitely correct. Now here's a few more. Sunflower. Sunflower. Raincoat. Raincoat. Great. So guys, we have come to the end of another exciting lesson, and what I want you to do is to look around your home, think about it, and think about some words that you have seen or you have spoken, and now realize that there are two different words making up that big word. Now, if you can do that, go ahead and sound them out, and if you're able to, write them out. Let mommy and daddy help you, and go ahead and write these words in the form that they're in, and break them apart, put them together, and you'll see that compound words are some very good words to learn to have in your vocabulary. Thank you again for joining me for another exciting lesson. And I hope you have a great day. See you again tomorrow. Have fun, guys. Bye.